Hello and welcome to Lord Fenton Gaming Plays Pathfinder Kingmaker. I am your adventurer, Lord Fenton. In today's video we're going to do character creation. Real quick, Pathfinder is a Dungeon Dragon-like game that's the base of an offshoot from Dungeon Dragon, I think 3.0. And the game itself on Kickstarter reached 900k out of the 500k goal. Let's talk about the difficulty. Alright, look at story mode. Forget that mess. Your characters all get knocked out, game over. Look like there's no deaths and stuff like that. Forget that noise. Easy mode, 6% less damage. Normal is 20% less. And there's like a deadly injury. I think if you have that, after you get resurrected and get hit again, game over for your main character, of course. If everybody wipes, your main character wipes, same thing, game over. They're both about the same. I was deciding at the time going between easy and normal. So far so good. This game doesn't not have a bad difficulty mode. So let's see what they have. Oh my god, challenge mode. It gives you a little red warning if you choose that mode. And it's like full damage, full power, and your characters will die after suffering from a deadly injury. That is not nice. And now if you click the last two, it gives you a huge warning. If you pick hard or unfair, prepare to get pwned, basically it says. Yeah, we're not picking that mode. But still, it's nice for people to have if they want to step up their game, or if they want to just say solo it. Also, all the way to the far left is custom mode, where you customize all that. We got some of the hard mode, some of the normal, some of the easy, some of the story. Let's see, I picked easy. Now, before I did this game, I went on Nexus to download some portraits. It was a little janky. You just have some of them. I'm gonna pick this guy because he looks like he has a two-handed sword ready to use. So there we go. Again, I'll put that link in the description so people get the portraits. They're all really nice. So let's go check out all the races. First of all, there's humans, and then there's elves. Yeah, dwarves, gnomes. Yeah, see, oh, look at the cute gnome. And I went back to dwarves just to make a comparison of size. Halflings, oh, little kitty. Same thing, I went there. I think I had too much fun. Half elf, half orc, and Ozmir, which is a human and an angel mixed into one. Half human, half angel. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think when I went the last one. And now there's your face style, skin tones and such. You can choose what you want. And there's also, if you pick the orc one, you pick different greens. But see the hairstyle. You can become bald if you want to. I picked the long hair, black. Yeah, similar to the portrait I just did. So let's go over the stats. Real quick, strength. That's like for melee damage it does. Also athletics. Also it shows you how much you can break down doors and such. It's really good though if you want to build a melee character like your fighters, paladins, and such. Alright, let's go to the next one, which is dexterity. Dexterity is it just shows you how fast your reflex saves are. Yes, there are 3 saves. Reflex, forward, 2, and will. Reflex is more like how fast you could dodge. Also gives you range attack bonuses on most ranged weapons. Pretty nice overall. And also AC helps a little bit too. Next is Constitution Con. Gives you more hit points. Also goes into your fortitude saves, which you resist more of your natural diseases and poison and such. For example, you get hit with a disease, now you roll a dice, you have high con. Well, guess what? You have a great chance of resistance versus somewhat low con. Next up is intelligence. Intelligence gives you more skill points when you level up with high intelligence. Also does some lore checks. And finally, your wizard and alchemist spell levels. Like for example, level 1 alchemist needs at least 11 and 18 if it's like for level 8 spells. It's pretty nice overall. Next up is Wisdom, gives you more will saves like against spells and such, which is real nice. Also, Wisdom is for spellcaster classes like Druids, Clerics, Inquisitors, and Rangers. Again, 11 means you can only cast level 1 spells, 18 means you cast level 8 spells. Pretty nice for those classes. Also works great for monks too, so remember that. And let's see, last but not least, Charisma. Now, Charisma gives you checks with persuasions and such, and also it allows you to use magical devices. And here's the thing, I think it's sorcerers, paladins with their spell levels, and bards with their spell levels. Again, level 1 means you have to have at least 11 charisma, while 18 is like level 8 spells you can cast. That's pretty good. So basically, Pathfinder Kingmaker borrowed those stats. And I'm going to quickly look at my Asmir, what I call it, racial skills and abilities. This one's like heritage and stuff. And the other one's Light Halo, gives you 2 armor class bonus. So like for example, you start with 10, pop Light Halo plus 2. Not bad. And then you have a resistance to acid, cold, and electricity plus 5 on each of them. Pretty nice overall. I picked them for a different reason though. So let's go to the next section. Next up is classes like the new ones like Alchemist, Inquisitor, you never heard from Dungeons and Dragons, you'll fare some of the 3.0 plus rules. Barbarians, Clerics, Paladins, Rangers, Fighters, Wizards, etc. Also prestige classes. But you need requisites from other levels. For example, let's look at this real quick. Ability to cast spells and knowledge arcane 5, you need that. So you can probably get that real quick, or it might be other things, but I'm going to pick a paladin and go for that real quick. I started to study the classes. I found the fighter is not that great two-hander, maybe dual wielding and such, but here's the thing about paladins, they gotta be lawful good. Yet this game does alignment restrictions. Good, evil, law, chaos, and the middle ground, neutral. And paladins do is they're like holy warriors, like fighters, except for they cannot equip the tower shield and such. So for instance, the base paladin, they have to be lawful good. That's number 1. I'm looking at the other alignments too. For instance, druids, they have to be pure neutral or any neutral. They changed that. Barbarians have to be neutral and chaos. They cannot be lawful. So if you're gonna multi-class, you've got to really think carefully. Now let's go over to paladin. For instance, it shows me fortitude and will. It's good. Reflex is lacking. And then it shows you I have infinite cannot spells. Guess that's later on I get. And paladin proficiencies, they can wear heavy armor, and they cannot use tower shields, but they use any of the weapons like swords, maces, great swords, falcons, which I'm probably going to use most likely. Next one is deselection, where you select deity. Right there, yeah, that's just like lore stuff. And the other one is Smite Evil. I'm going to get to that in greater detail. Now, Smite Evil does is it gives you a damage modifier against evil foes if they are evil. And it's pretty good. Every 4 levels you get another Smite Evil. It's great. It's charisma based, but that's great because you have strength and charisma. Boom, that's a nice combination to do that. I did that before in Neverwinter Nights, the original, with Smite Paladin. He was rolling people. Again, every 4 levels you get that. So let's explore next. One thing about paladins is alignment restriction. They can only be lawful good. If you cease to be lawful good, you lose your paladin abilities like Lay on Hands, which is a heal spell, and Smite Evil and stuff. So be very careful. There'll be choices in the game that'll keep you straight, but try to keep on the lawful good path if you're playing paladin. That's the challenge of it, but it's fun too. Now, what's neat about this game reminds me of Baldur's Gate with the color schemes. I'm going the old Dragon Quest blue and yellow like I usually do. Yep. Let's go see what's in store for us next. Oh yeah, there's also, you can, instead of like regular paladin, you can become a divine hunter, which is more of hunting down foes and such. Let's see what's the specials in there. Yeah, this one gives you like precision shot. This is more like a ranged paladin. Against my evil divine hunter proficiencies. Looks like you only wear up to medium armor and such. Well, you can use bow and arrows, great though. That's the thing, precision shot, see? So let's look up what's next on the itinerary, besides the lawful good and stuff like that. Next class is the Hospitar. I can't pronounce the name. He's basically a paladin that has like healing properties and such. It sounds like it's like a lay on hands ability does additional. It's the same thing as a regular paladin. Again, like alignment restrictions, smite evil, deity selection. I heard he does wonderful things with a great two-hander sword, so I'll probably pick him most likely. Last one is a divine guardian where you can use a tower shield. He's basically like a tanky paladin. That's the good news. Now here's the bad news when I get down there. Yeah, come on mouse, take your time. Yeah, I think I'm still reading the description of it being a tanky paladin. It's great if you need a tanky paladin. He is, he cannot cast spells, that's right. He cannot even cast a single spell. That's a huge restriction. If you want tanky paladin, you lose that, so I'm going to pick that right now. Go to heritage next on the list, but let me explain quickly about lay on hands and stuff. Divine grace applies charisma to your attack. Divine health gives you immunity to diseases. Aurora courage gives everybody a modifier around you. Of course, lay on hand heals you as like a 24-hour grace period. So let's go to heritage next. Alright, next up is heritage. It gives you like Asmir blood. It's just really like skills and stuff, but it gives you modifiers too. Such. I think I went angel blood because I want to use magical items. And next up is your skills. Athletics, of course, like running, jumping, and going through fires and such. Use magical device means is less penalties on the what do you call it? Using certain items that has penalty on, and you can also use items that anybody else can't use. Now, real quick, the green circles means is their class points, and the ones not class points cost 2 points, which is a cross-class skill. So now I'm going to tell you what all I did for my stats. First of all, I think I did strength 19 and charisma 18, and I think I evened out the dex and con. The reason being is 18 charisma for the smite evil, divine grace, and such. Strength core for raw damage, so you put strength and charisma together for a paladin, yeah, they can do some really good damage. I did 14 dex and 14 con, some nice AC and such, and nice more hit points. So he has about 13 hit points, my paladin. Yay. I dropped down in intelligence and wisdom because they're throwaway stats for this paladin. Besides 18 charisma there for spells. If it was Dungeon and Dragons, yeah, I would have put 14 and balanced it a bit more. So let's see what's next. Alright, this is your deity and your feat. First of all, I am going to pick the power attack, which is -1 on roll instead of 4 to just land a hit. I need to roll a 5. However, I doing 50% more damage, 1.5 more damage with a two-hander. Since I'm using a two-hander falcon, probably, or two-hander greatsword. Next, your deity, it's all optional on that because it just shows you what god there is, favorite weapon. That it's more like story-like. So I think I picked the one that was closest to a greatsword or falcon. Let me see which one it is. It just tells you alignments. Then again, I'm a paladin lawful good. I think at the time they're all lawful good. There's different deities in the game. So for instance, if you pick like chaotic evil and such, you probably should get a chaotic evil deity. Okay, let's look what's next on the list spells. Look like paladins don't get spells at level 1. Now, this is your voice pack. It shows you right there, and then your birth date. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick a certain day on that. Let's see here. 16, 17, 18, perfect. Again, this section is more role-playing and such. Now, I'm stuck with the lawful good on the right because I picked a paladin. Any other classes? Yeah, depends on what alignment to. think I picked Prismatic for voices. This is optional too. Again, alignments just need one more thing is to be careful in game because there's certain choices or dialogues could bork you and stuff. Since I'm a paladin, I'm locking the lawful good. For example, berserkers or barbarians, I should say, are locked into any non-lawful alignments. So you need to pick wisely. And last but not least, I am going to name my character Fenton Scarebray. Yeah, I played Bard's Tale, love that game, so we'll have him roll into that. And this is like your final check of your characters, saying, is everything alright? And you hit complete. Everything's fine. So that's all good. I'm going to stop the video right here on the character creation. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Happy venturing, everybody, and thank you for watching.